excited, for me to be here. I met everybody. Just taught me how welcome the environment was, and their expectations for me are to come in and just play. They got me because they know that I can make plays, and they feel like I can help. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Go out here today and try to get acclimated. Not try to do too much at one time, but just enjoy the process.
Brandon, was there a problem in Philly at all with you and Chip? You said that Chip is uncomfortable with black players.
That's not what I said. I was misquoted. I said that in my quote I said he was uncomfortable with men of our culture, and I'm not saying he's a racist at all. That's not what I said. So I think that was kind of taken out of context. I'm just talking about in a state of when you were a player, you want to be able to relate to your coach. No matter what, outside of football. So when not talking football scheme, I want to be able to sit there and talk to you about whatever. And, there were times where, he just wouldn't talk to people. You would walk down the hallway and he wouldn't say anything to you. And I don't know what that is. I'm not saying he's a racist in any way. I'm just saying that as a player, I wanted to be able to relate to my coach a little bit better, and I felt like a lot of guys in that locker room feel the same way. Of course, when you're in the organization, you're not going to voice your opinion. But for me, I've always been a guy of honesty and not trying to put anybody out in any way. But you honest with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I felt like that honesty wasn't there all the time. But I'm forever grateful for my opportunity in Philadelphia. When I was on the field, I gave all I got. He gave me an opportunity to play. Whether I wanted to start or not, that was out of my control. But I did play. And I got to show what I could do. What
have you heard about playing for Mike Tomlin, and how do you think, following up on your earlier question, that you'll fit in here?
I've heard nothing but great things. I got a couple former teammates that are playing here, like Jarvis Jones, played with him at Georgia, and I know he's here. Brad Wing played with him a little bit in Villanueva. He was there at Philly. So I've seen all those guys today. They told me that it's a great place, a great atmosphere, and you're gonna have fun. You're gonna learn a lot, but we're gonna work hard. And as a player, as a guy, I kind of consider myself a veteran. That's all you want, is just a respectable environment, somewhere that you can gel with guys and be able to work towards that common goal of a championship.
Brandon, what's your game?
What's my game?
You cover two guy, press corner, zone guy, inside,
man, I played in every scheme. I feel like I'm a versatile guy. I feel like that's what I pride myself on, just being able to play everything, whether it's special teams, nickel, inside, outside. I'm going to do whatever they ask me to do. And do it with a smile on my face. They'll always see me smiling. That's just kind of how I am.
Have they specified at all inside versus outside for you yet?
I just got here. I just got my dorm room, so I don't even know anything about scheme. But like I said, I'm going to take it one step at a time, man, and just try to process it all. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of people trying to help me. But, once again, I'm gonna be out there, and I'm gonna be excited.
Why do you think it is that you're not the only one to speak out about Chip? I mean, there have been others.
Yeah, I think because people's perception is reality, whether the public wants to believe it or not. Like, we're actually in the locker room. I'm not saying that Chip is a racist by any means. I'm just saying that, there were times where, people wanted to be able to relate to him better, and it didn't happen for me in my experience. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about Chip. So I know that it'll be an ongoing story just because of the way that it's been saying, but people aren't just saying this because it's something cool to say, but this is my own personal experience. I can't speak for anybody else. I can't speak for any other player that said anything. I just know, I respect him as a person, but just as a player, what I wanted out of my coach, we just didn't have that connection.
Time for a couple more guys. Talk about joining this team, this tradition. You tweeted out a terrible tout today. I mean, how's the view on the outside of the Steelers and the organization and what they've done?
Oh man, it's respected. I'll say that. My first NFL game at Philadelphia was against them, and I remember being in our stadium, still seeing those towels waving around. Like, that's a vivid memory in my mind. So, just knowing that fan base is big, and what it means, and just the reputation that surrounds it. I'm excited to be a part of it because I feel like we share the same mentality.
Would you prefer outside just because more opportunities and snaps usually comes to outside guys?
Not really. Wherever I got an opportunity to play, like I've been in the slot all my career, and I've made plays there. So, I feel like once you're on that field, it doesn't matter. Like, you're capable of making plays just like the other 10 guys. So it's really up to you to do that.
Brandon, you still feel like you're pretty good with the ball in your hands, either on special teams or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I did that all throughout my career, and